The Norwegian border with Sweden at Svinesund was the location for the fourth and final day of the 19th race of the UCI Women's World Tour, the Ladies Tour of Norway. And perfect weather was on hand for the longest day of the 4 stages.
We actually crossed the border, I think, 3 times or something. Yeah, it's very nice, and it's very huge for us Norwegians to be in this race actually. So, and also we have a lot of Norwegians here, so that's so nice.
The peloton rolled out over the bridge which forms the border between the two countries, and they were immediately racing on Swedish roads. First heading south, they would switch back north for the 156.2 kilometre stage, finishing in the event's base at Halden. Home rider Emilia Moberg won the first intermediate sprint, securing the points classification. And it was the same for Soraya Paladin, whose win at the first classified climb secured her the polka dot jersey. A 3-woman breakaway contested the border sprint, where the race returned to Norwegian roads, with Movistar's Mavi Garcia winning the border jersey as the 3 women extended their lead. After over 30 kilometres in the lead, and with just over 30 kilometres left to race, the 2 surviving riders were caught, with Park Hotel Falkenberg leading a high-speed peloton and hoping for a bunch sprint for their leader, Lorena Vibes. The race would be decided with 3 laps around Halden, and no sooner had they arrived than Mitchelton Scott's Monique Teniglo attacked, though the peloton were hot on her heels as they began the first of the technical 5-kilometre circuits. Teniglo was in the mood for racing and crossed the finish line, winning the intermediate sprint with the lead approaching 30 seconds. Behind her, Trek Segafredo's American champion Ruth Winder was in hot pursuit. After a lap and a half, Teniglo was finally caught as the pace was lifted to near impossible speeds on the cobbled sector at the back of the town. Into the final kilometre, just a few riders were left at the front to contest the final sprint of the 4-day race. Lisa Klein of Canyon SRAM pushed it at the front, working for British champion Alice Barnes, but then it was Sunweb who came to the front, slipping past as the race approached the final few hundred metres. But it was double stage winner Marianne Vos who came round the outside, starting her sprint impossibly early but leaving her rivals trailing in her wake, not only taking her 3rd consecutive stage victory, but her 3rd consecutive general classification at the Ladies Tour of Norway.
This was a fantastic 4 days of racing here in Norway, and you cannot expect to take 3 stages and the general. So yeah, today was the main goal to go for the general classification, and as a bonus the team did a really good job and brought me in a perfect position without spending too much energy all day. So I had something left and I gave everything for the 3rd win.
I'm really happy because my team was so great all the day, and my teammate was in the breakaway, and all the girls helped me in every moment. It was a very long stage, but I know that we are a young team, but we are a family, so this podium is for all my family, so my team.
Having worn it for 2 stages, Vos would get to keep the PostNord yellow jersey, while Mavi Garcia was awarded the border sprint jersey. Ale Cipollini's Soraya Paladin was the best rider in the hills, winning the Halden Canal and polka dot jersey, while Emilia Moberg won the Trig points jersey in her hometown. With 1 stage victory to her name, Lorena Vibes was the best young rider in the Berg Sparebank white jersey, and the best Norwegian rider was Susanna Andersen in the Osvold Fylkes Kommune flag jersey. After a supremely aggressive week of racing, Team Sunweb were awarded as the best team. Chloe Hosking capped off her week, finishing 4th, while Sunweb had both Leah Kirschman and Corinne Rivera in the top 10, in 6th and 7th respectively. Marianne Vos won the general classification by 29 seconds ahead of Corinne Rivera, who had 2 Sunweb teammates in the top 10. Swedish rider Hanna Nilsson was a notable 10th.
I think it means something because as Annemiek was in the lead since the first race, and she has had an incredible season with so many big wins. It says something about my season as well, so I'm pretty happy with that.
It's all change in the UCI Women's World Tour rankings, with Marianne Vos now leading the individual standings, and Soraya Paladin's performance moving her up to 7th.
Overall, a good week. Yeah, that's really nice, and I hope to win it after the last races.
Lorena Vibes now leads the UCI Women's World Tour Young Rider classification, while Juliette Labousse also moves up into 5th place.